Hi. Is it audible?
Yeah.
Okay. Now you understood that two problems, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Next, example 9 is saying that 2 cos square theta equal to 1. Under 0 to 360 is asking the solutions. So write down example 9. 2 cos square theta equal to 1. 2 cos square theta equal to 1. The solution needs from 0 to 360 degrees. Okay, from this equation, you can write that cos square theta equal to 1 by 2. Okay, cos square theta equal to 1 by 2. And you can remove this square from here. Okay, so then it will be cos theta equal to plus or minus 1 by root 2. Plus or minus. If you are removing the square, okay, if you are removing the square, then always if it was a even power, you should take plus or minus values. Okay. So two types of solutions exist. The first one will be cos theta equal to plus 1 by root 2. And the second one will be cos theta equal to minus 1 by root 2. You can consider these values as case 1, and this value as case 2. Okay, understood?
Yeah.
So here cos theta is positive. That means it lies on first quadrant and fourth quadrant.
Fourth quadrant.
Here in this case, cos theta is negative. That means you can take the cos theta value from second quadrant and fourth quadrant. Understood? Particularly, the cos theta will be positive and 1 by root 2 for the case of 45 degrees. Okay. And for this case, negative 1 by root 2, that means it will be 135 degrees. Cos theta will be directly pi minus theta, I have to say. It will be, take 45 degrees, 1 by root 2 as 45 degrees. We fixed that minus cos 45. I should not write because cos of minus x is cos x. Cos of minus x will be how much? Cos x only. It is even function. So that's why you have to take the negative as before cos function as a quotient. Okay, now we will fix this second quadrant and fourth quadrant. We can define the angles on that particular quadrants. Okay. Now for this case, look at the first angle. Here it was 45 degrees itself. Okay. And here it was 360 minus theta, right? Because of quadrant 4. So 360 minus 45 degrees is how much? That will be its angle.
315.
315
degrees.
So therefore, here in this case, the answers are 45 degrees and 315 degrees. Understood?
Yeah.
For this case, you have to take the 180 minus theta. 180 minus 45 degrees. And for the third quadrant, since the cos is negative, you can use 180 plus 45. So if for the case 180 minus 45, it will be how much? 135. 135. And if you are adding 45 to 180, then it will be 200. 225. 225 degrees. Okay. Therefore, for the case 2, the angles are 135 degrees and 225 degrees. For the case 1, it will be 45 degrees and 315 degrees. Is it correct?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, example 10. Solve the equations between minus 180 to plus 180. And the equation is 2 sine theta plus 1 equal to 0. So this is example 10. The equation was 2 sine theta plus 1 equal to 0. And you have to say the values from minus 180 to plus 180. And from this given equation, you can write sine theta, 2 sine theta equal to minus 1 as a first step. And sine theta equal to minus 1 by 2 as second step. Actually, this belongs to either third quadrant or fourth quadrant. Okay?
Yeah.
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 And sine theta is equals to minus sine. When it was 1 by 2, sine value 30 degrees. Sine 30 is 1 by 2. We know that sine 30 degrees is 1 by 2. So just write down 1 by 2 as sine 30 degrees. So, but in the third quadrant and in fourth quadrant, you have to say the value as 180 minus 30 degrees. And here 360 minus 30 degrees. But the values varies from
minus 180 to 180.
minus 180 to plus 180. But the values are 180 plus 30 degrees, it is not valid. And 360 minus, it is beyond the limits. We cannot say these values as answers. In this case, you have to consider, that means minus 180 to plus 180, what it means? It means from this angle. So this is a quadrant. Minus 180 will be here. And this is plus 180. Okay. And the graph will be lies as 91. And this way, in this way, the graph lies. And in this way, graph lies. This is the way. And the value is minus 1 by 2. Minus 1 by 2 will be this line. Only two solutions exist between minus 180 and plus 180. The values are 0 is subtracted from that value. This will be minus 30 degrees. And this will be before that minus 180. So therefore the answers are minus 30 degrees, minus 180, minus 180, minus of minus plus 30 degrees. How much is that? So theta equal to minus 30 degrees, minus 150 degrees. Yes, correct. These are the values. You can check the answers. Is it right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Can you explain it again? I didn't get it.
Yes.
Can you explain it again?
Okay. The given equation is 2 sine theta plus 1 equal to 0. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
From that, 2 sine theta equal to minus 1. And sine theta equal to minus 1 by 2. Understood? Here,
Yeah.
the coordinates will not work because he asking the range from minus 180 to plus 180. Understood?
Yeah.
From 0 to 180, you can access in the graph. This is a graph, for example. This is minus 180. Okay? Understood? This
Yeah.
is plus 180 and this is minus 180. Let us suppose assume like that. The graph will exist like this, sine graph. We draw the graph. We already drawn the graph, okay? This is sine graph, minus 180 to plus 180. What is this value? This value will be minus half. Where it lies? Downside, below
Yeah.
the x-axis. It will be somewhere like this here. How many
Yeah.
points are point of intersections exist? 2 points of intersection.
2.
So the first one is below 0. This is actually 0. It was below 0, this point. This will be minus 30 because we know that 1 by 2 will be 30 degrees. At 30 degrees, sine 30 will be 180, 1 by 2. Sine 30
Yeah.
will be 1 by 2. Okay. So
Yeah.
this is below 0 degrees. That means negative angle. Negative angle means 30 degrees, negative angle. That means minus 30.
Yeah.
And the next angle
I
is
get it.
above. What is that? Above 180, minus 180. So write down minus 180. Above means plus always. How much is that angle? 30 degrees.
30 degrees.
Below means minus always. Above means plus. Look at the angle in the graph. You can observe that it is above of minus 180. So I just added that angle. In other way also you can write the same thing. Minus 180 minus 30. This will be plus 30, the same angle. It will be minus 150. So minus 30 minus 150. These are the required angles for this equation. Understood?
Yeah. Yeah.
And the next question is, you have to say the solution, same solution as this in these values. Sine square theta, 4 sine square theta is 3. Four sine square theta is 3. So therefore write down sine square theta equal to 3 by 4. Sine square theta equal to 3 by 4. And sine theta equal to plus or minus square root 3 by 4. Okay. So that means plus or minus root over 3 by 2. Understood? That means
Yeah.
plus or minus, when you will get this value, root 3 by 2 in sine terms, sine 60 degrees. Because we know that sine 60 degrees is root 3 by 2. Okay?
Yeah.
So we will discuss as a 2 cases. Case 1, you have to consider sine theta value as plus sine 60. And the case 2, consider sine theta as minus root 3 by 2 or plus root 3 by 2. And remember that theta will be 60 degrees in both cases. For this case, draw the graph line between minus 180 to plus 180. So this is minus 180. And this end is plus 180 because you have to discover the angles between these two vertical lines, two ranges, between these two ranges. And sine graph will be same. It was looking like same always. Maybe the graph is a little bit okay in this way. What is plus root 3 by 2? Where it lies? Below 1. Okay. So draw that line, which is root 3 by 2. This line is root 3 by 2 line. So how many point of intersections exist? 2 point of intersections. So what is this value will be? 60 degrees. What is this value will be? 180 minus 60. Because it was it was below 180. So that's why 180 minus 60, write down like that. Okay. Therefore, in this case, the angles are 60 and 180 minus 60. So this will be 60 degrees and 120 degrees. This is the answer of this question, case 1. And again, draw the same graph for the second case. This is minus 180 and this is 0, and this is plus 180. The sine graph will be looking like same. Okay, like this. And this value is minus root 3 by 2. Where it lies? This one lies like this. This is minus root 3 by 2. Okay. So the point of intersection, identify the point of intersection of this line and the graph. These are point of intersections. Okay, this is minus 60. Okay, because it was below 0. Understood? So therefore, theta equal to minus 60, and the other angle, you know how to identify that. Minus 160 plus 60.
Minus. Yeah.
Minus of minus plus. So minus 60, and this will be minus 120. So these are the answers for this question. Understood?
Yeah.
You can check your answers. Is it correct?
Yeah, they're correct.
Okay. Next, example 11. Solve root 3 secant theta plus 2 equal to 0. Between 0 to 360. Yes, you can identify this value using the coordinates. What is that angle? Secant theta. Root 3, example 11. Root 3 secant theta. Root 3 secant theta plus 2 equal to 0. You have to identify the solutions in the range of 0 to 360. So secant theta equal to root 3 secant theta equal to minus 2. Understood?
Yeah.
I just moved this plus 2 to the right hand side. It will be minus 2. And secant theta will be how much? Minus 2 by root 3. Okay?
Yeah.
Okay. Now look at this range. You can use the quadrants now. Tell me which quadrant is secant negative? Second quadrant and third quadrant. Why? Why? Because in first quadrant, all trigonometric functions are positives. In the fourth quadrant, cos and secant are positives in the fourth quadrant. Here, secant is negative. And here in this quadrant also, secant is negative. Understood? So we have to tell the angle as 180 minus theta and 180 plus theta. Understood?
Yeah.
Now you have to identify the theta, particular theta. So secant theta equal to minus. Can you tell me when it was 2 by root 3?
30 degrees.
30 degrees. Yes, correct. 30 degrees, correct. Now write down the solutions. 180 minus 30 degrees, comma, 180 plus 30 degrees. Understood? Because second quadrant is 180 minus theta. Third quadrant is 180 plus theta. Always you should use 180 plus 180 minus 360 plus 360 minus. Don't use other angles. Okay? Otherwise they will be converted. Because if you are using 90, don't use 90 plus theta, 90 minus theta, or 270 plus theta, 270 minus theta. Only you have to use 180 plus theta, 180 minus theta, 360 plus theta, and 360 minus theta. Okay. So 180 minus 30 is how much? 150 degrees. 180 plus 30 degrees is 210 degrees. Check your answers. Is it correct?
Yeah. Correct.
Now we will solve the next question. This is root 3 sine theta. Example 12. Root 3 sine theta equal to minus cos theta. Root 3 sine theta equal to minus cos theta. So you can move this cos theta and this number root 3. Both you should move, okay? So then it will be sine theta by cos theta equal to minus 1 by root 3. Sine theta by cos theta is how much? Tan theta equal to minus 1 by root 3. Understood?
Yeah.
Okay. So tan is negative, and what is the range? Solution range will be 0 to 2 pi, he said. 0 to 2 pi means you can use quadrants. You can use quadrants. Tan theta is negative here, minus 1 by root 3. Tan theta is negative. Where it was negative? In the second quadrant
2
and
and
in the
4.
fourth quadrant. In the second quadrant, you should use the angle pattern 180 minus theta. For the fourth quadrant, you should use the angle pattern 360 minus theta. Actually, he mentioned that it is 2 pi. So you have to use pi minus theta, and you have to use here for representing the angle as 2 pi minus theta pattern. Why like that? Because he said 2 pi. In some problems, he mentioned that, look at these numbers. He asked to calculate between 0 to 360. That's why I mentioned in 150, 210 like that radians, like that degrees. Understood?
Yeah.
If he wants to identify the angle in radians, that we should use that same pattern. And now the question is, which angle belongs to 1 by root 3 in tan thetas? It will be, yeah, write down 30 degrees. Yes. The solutions are pi minus theta and 2 pi minus theta. Pi minus 30 degrees means how much? Pi by 6. 30 degrees means pi by 6. Okay. 2 pi minus pi by 6. So therefore, if you do LCM, a simple LCM, then it will be 6 pi minus pi. Comma here also do the little LCM. So it will be 12 pi. 6 2s are 12 pi minus pi. Okay. Understood?
Yeah.
Then it will be 5 pi by 6. And it will be 11 pi by 6. Can you check the answers? Is it correct?
Yeah.
Okay. Easy gave the same pattern, 5 pi by 6.
Yeah, they gave the same one.
Yes. Then you can understood that if you mention the intervals in 0 to 2 pi, you have to say the same answer. It should be in pi's. If you mention the like 360 degrees or like that, you have to say in degrees. Answer should be in degrees.
Okay.
Now, example 13, 2003 Catholic Trial HSC question. Question 7C. Where is example 13? So maybe this is the example 13. Show that cosecant square A minus 1 into sine square A equal to cos square A. Okay, I will solve this question here. So first question solution. Cosecant square A minus 1 into sine square A. Consider that left hand side part. We know that cosecant square A means 1 by sine square A. Cosecant square A means take the same brackets and replace this cosecant square A with sine square A minus 1. Bracket close into sine square A. Just do the LCM here. Sine square A is the LCM. Take the brackets and the same pattern. And here it will be 1 minus sine square A. And it is multiplied by sine square A. Look at the sine square A, both are in multiplication, and one will be in the reciprocal as a reciprocal and one will be as a multiplier. So they got cancelled. And what left? 1 minus sine square A. 1 minus sine square A from trigonometry, it was cos square A. Hence it is proved. Okay.
Yeah.
And the second question, take the, and he is asking to solve the question in the ranges. Okay, I will consider this question. Cosecant square A cosecant square A. Understand this question. You have to show this. Hence means using that result. Using that result. That means what we already proved. We already proved this is cos square A. Using that result, or otherwise solve this one and it should be equal to 3 by 4. Solve means you have to identify the values of A. Solving means solving means you should identify the or get the values of A or that variable. In cases it will be x's, maybe it will y y's, it will be t's. Here in this question it will be a's. You have to find the value of A. Okay, for this equation, which range? The range will be minus pi to plus pi. Understood? Understood the question?
Yeah. Yeah.
So cosecant square A minus 1 into sine square A equal to, he gave the value as 3 by 4. 3 by 4. We already solved this equation and the values will be in minus pi to plus pi. Okay. Now we already solved. I am not giving the solution again. I'm just using the, because he said hence. Hence means you should use that result. So it will be cos square A equal to, now it is 3 by 4. Now remove that square from both sides. So it will be plus or minus y plus or minus, because it were even power we are removing row. So that will be plus or minus you have to consider, and it will be 3 by 4. And plus or minus 4 you can write is a square root of 4 will be 2. You know that, right? So root 3 by 2. Root 3 by 2. That means plus or minus cos, which angle it should be root 3 by 2? You have to say in pi's, because the solution needed in terms of pi's. It is 30 degrees, because cos 30 degrees is root 3 by 2. So you have to write the angle as pi by 6. Now two cases we will consider. Case 1, cos A equal to plus root 3 by 2. And case 2, cos A equal to minus root 3 by 2. And the angle range was minus pi to plus pi. That's why we have to get the values from either sides. Draw the cos graph. The range will be minus pi to plus pi. Consider this range. Okay. And 0 will be 1. 90 will be 0 for the cos, and pi will be minus 1. Pi will be minus 1. 0 will be plus 1. And minus 90, this is plus 90, or pi by 2. This is minus 90. And so this will be, okay, root 3 by 2. Where it lies root 3 by 2? Root 3 by 2 will be this line. Make it root 3 by 2. The values are, these are the values. Okay. So this will be 30 degrees or pi by 6. And this will be, it was below 0, no? Same range, minus pi by 6. Understood?
Yeah.
Therefore, the answer is A equal to pi by 6 minus pi by 6 for one case. And the next case, it will be, take the same graph. This is plus 180 and this is minus 180. And the graph was looking like this. Odd pi is minus 1. Yes, correct. Yes, correct. So look at, I will tell you some value. Cos pi is plus 1. Odd pi is plus 1. Minus 1, sorry. Odd pi is minus 1. Even pi is plus 1. And plus 1. So this is also pi, right? So that's why it is minus 1. This is also pi. This is also minus 1. These values. But it was minus pi, no? Because cos already I told you, cos of minus x will be how much? Cos x. It is even function. So cos of minus pi is also cos pi. That what it is equal to minus 1. So that's why it reaches minus 1. Understood?
Yeah.
Okay. Now minus root 3 by 2. Where it was minus root 3 by 2? Here. Because it's a negative value. So that's why minus root 3 by 2. So look at the values. And this is 180. This will be, you have to below the value of 180. Understood? This value is, look at this value. This value is below 180. So write down the values as pi minus, how much is that? Pi by 6,
Pi by
no?
6.
Pi by 6. This value and one more value. Look at this one more value here. It was minus pi. Look at this. This is minus pi. Understood? This line, this vertical line. Minus pi, it is above that. Above means you should add, right? Plus pi by 6. Understood this pattern?
Yeah.
Okay. Now do it LCM. If you do LCM, then 6 is the LCM, 6 pi minus pi. And here it will be minus 6 pi plus pi. How much is it? 5 pi by 6. And this will be minus 5 pi by 6. Now you can check the answers. These are the answer. Pi by 6, minus pi by 6, 5 pi by 6, minus 5 pi by 6. You can check the answers.
Yeah.
Is it correct? Okay.
Yeah, the right.
Okay. Thank you. And next one. Did you understood this? Solution?
Yeah.
Very good.
Yeah.
Next, we will discuss the question number 14. Solve for 0 to 360. Cos 2x is equal to root 3 by 2. Cos 2x is equal to root 3 by 2. Okay. So, when it was root 3 by 2?
Cos 30.
Yeah. Cos 30. What it was mentioned? 0 to 360. You should use the numbers. Understood?
Yeah.
Okay. And cos was positive, where 0 to 360 means you can use the coordinates. Okay?
Yeah.
This angle lies between 0 to 360. What is that angle? 2x angle. Understood?
Yeah.
2x angle, because the angle is 2x. Okay?
Yeah. Yeah.
Where the x lies then? You have to divide with 2. Right? You have to
Yeah.
divide with 2. So 0 by 2 less than or equal to x less than or equal to 360 by 2. Understood?
Yeah.
So 0 by 2 is 0, less than or equal to x, less than or equal to how much it is? 180. Understood?
Yeah.
So that means you have to say the answer between 0 to 180. Either in the first quadrant or in the second quadrant, you have to decide the answer. Fine?
Yeah.
So therefore, that means you should use only the first quadrant or the second quadrant. That is the meaning of 0 to 180. Because this
Yeah.
angle is 0 to 180. Okay? This angle is 0 to 180. So, but it was positive, no? Look at the value he gave, root 3 by 2, positive value. So where it lies? Only in the first quadrant. Understood?
Yeah.
In the second quadrant, it is negative. So
Yeah.
the answer will be in the first quadrant. That means 2x should be 30 degrees. I just cancel that cos on both sides, and 2x will be 30 degrees, and x will be how much? 15 degrees.
Mm.
Now you can check the answer. Is it 15?